And welcome back to the ID Machine. You're watching the Sly Guy, kaboom, 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 and kaboom. Check out those Magic the Gathering decks, oh yeah. Oh yeah, with the Idea Machine. Oh yeah, check him out, yo. We've got more in the box right here. We've got classic vintage decks. We will be playing classic vintage brawl. Vintage brawl, oh yeah, I have offended you again. So I guess this is the end. Because everybody knows you're such a snowflake and you're just quite upset at every single thing we said. And everybody knows it's all just in your head. Waking, screaming, going, feeling. You know I have crossed the line when I said that you were mine. Going, skiing, no hard feelings. Since you will not be my girl, this is the end of my own world. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the ID Machine with a Sly Guy. Check out all the decks and check out the newest and greatest format that we are gonna be starting. It's a format known as, actually two formats rather. You've got Modern Brawl. So we've got the Modern Brawl cards here. It's just like Commander, but the difference is you can only have 60 cards as opposed to having 100 cards, and you only have 20 life instead of having 40. So that limits everything and gives you possibilities. So you actually have a smaller library. You can focus on combo decks, and the cool thing about these is you can use your dual lands, you can use your shock lands. Let's see if we can get a shock land out here. Yeah, you can use your duels, you can use your shockies. Is this a shock land? Yeah. Yep, you can use your shock lands. Or you can use a dual land if you like. You can play fetch lands, you can play check lands, you can play slow lands, you can play any of the lands that you feel like playing. And the cool part of Vintage Brawl, so we're going to go over to Vintage right here. With Vintage Brawl, you can use Tolarian Academy. You can use old cards like Suchi, Ancestral Recall, anyone? Vintage Brawl, you can use it. Mox Diamonds, right here. Candelabra, Fratanos, and the almighty Black Lotus. Oh yes, you can use that as well. So these cards are definitely available. This format is available for people who like to use their old cards but have been unable to find opponents. And you'll be able to find all the opponents that you need here for Vintage Brawl. Because like I mentioned, Vintage Brawl uses very old vintage cards. Now, Modern Brawl, however, will use modern cards and will not be as overpowered as the vintage deck. So you've got strategies like rogues right here. You have strategies like land destruction. I know this is vintage, sorry, because he has the Avalanche Riders. You've got Risk the Redeemed, then you've got dual lands right here. You have Goblins with Krenko, and aside from Krenko, you will also have classic cards, just like Lightning Bolt, that you can use in the Modern. And if you want a healing kind of burn, yeah, you've got more Lightning Bolts here. But where are the Lightning Helixes? Here. If you want a Boros type of burn, you've got Lightning Helix in Modern. You have Swords to Plowshares in Modern. So a lot of weapons that you guys can use. A lot of strategies that you guys can revisit. And the cool thing about this is combo decks are definitely possible due to the lower number of cards. So you've got a lower number of cards, you've got less variants, and you will be able to use them to use these amazing cards at your absolute disposal. Absolutely, positively amazing, amazing, haha. And you can actually use land tax as well for Figure on deck. So you definitely have a lot of options, a lot of strategies for Vintage Brawl, as Vintage Brawl uses a lot of really old cards. And by the way, this is the second Lotus I got. It didn't come cheap, I can guarantee you that. Okay, but it got sold below market value, but still did not come cheap at all. So my two decks now have pairs of Lotuses, as you can see. So Vintage Brawl is a place where you can use your Moxen, your Lotuses, your dual lands, your really old cards, super fast combo decks. Modern Brawl is where you can use your newer cards. If you don't like a super overpowered first or second turn wins, you definitely can go to Modern Brawl, and the decks here are actually cheaper to make. Stay tuned for more announcements, as we're going to be having Brawl tournaments very soon. And once again, this is the ID Machine with the Slaga, signing off right now. Oh yeah, Wally Factaire and the Day of Judgment is just coming after you. And then we have Prexen Obliterator. It's a wonderful Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas tree and Black Lotus. Oh yes, a perfect depper.